Welcome to Coffee and the Tea. So glad you decided to stop by and see what kind of tea I am spilling today. Like yesterday, I do not have my coffee because I drank it earlier and I am recording later. But I don't even have tea today. I've been drinking water most of the day. So forgive me. I hope you have your coffee. Okay. But I got some tea. And as usual, I have stupid people doing stupid stuff. And it is so good as usual. All right. But let's talk about, well, no. Let me remind you, if you like my content or you just discovered my content, give me a subscription. I mean subscribe. I'm so used to Facebook saying give me a follow, but give subscribe, give me a thumbs up so I can fight the algorithm and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload, because sometimes I upload at crazy times. See, I've drank my coffee already and I'm uploading late. So that's why that notification bell is really, really, really important. And so is the you subscribing. Now that's important too. Okay. All right, let's get to the tea. We're gonna it's not gonna be really long today, because I don't really have a whole lot of tea I want to talk about. It's some tea out there that I don't even be wanting to talk about. And if it's something that I'm not talking about, it's a story or something, drop a comment and let me know. Because it might be something I want to talk about, but if you want me to talk about it, I'll talk about it. But on Fridays, I have a segment called News I Don't Care About, you know, but I talk about it anyway. And so I plug it into that on Fridays. Because this stuff I don't even be wanting to talk about, to be honest. But I do want to talk about my fave on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore. Look like she is leaving the Real Housewives due to the incident that happened at her hair salon with Brittany Edie, I think that's the way you say her name. And we really don't even know what happened. We just have heard through the blogs and whatnot that allegedly Kenya got some material from her OnlyFans, which is our kind of a risque site where you post risque pictures and whatnot, and her only fan page, and which is open to the public, and she showed them at her salon opening. So Bravo overreacted and underreacted with Jill Aiden. I think that's the way you say her name. Jen from New Jersey. She actually hit someone, and she's not fired or suspended or couldn't work it out where she was going to be that, because they could have worked it out so Kenya could be able to stay. Kenya makes that show. Now that Candy's gone, Nene's gone, Cynthia's gone, Portia cannot carry that show by herself. Portia is in a battle with a man, a petty, petty, petty man, and he is dragging her by her ponytail all over the place, sending cease and desist letters all over the place. Where are they going to get the material if they don't have Kenya there? And these new ones, nobody's invested in them. We don't know them. We don't know them. But yet and still you're going to let Kenya go. Why? Yeah, I'm pissed about it. I am. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm pissed about it. And Candy is pretty much said the same thing. She didn't understand. She's supporting her friend. She's getting a lot of heat from somebody. I don't know who is taking up for Brittany Edie. Not me. Because And I believe when it comes out what happened, Kenya is going to be vindicated because Kenya is not that girl. You know what I'm saying? She is a big dog, and you need to, when you're a puppy, you need to leave the big dog alone because he will bite you. And then after Kenya bit her, then they want to have all of a sudden Bravo want to grow a conscience. All the stuff that went down on Bravo and the housewives, all of a sudden they got a conscience with Kenya. I have always felt that Bravo and that production crew have not done right by Kenya. They have painted her as the villain over and over and over again. And Kenya is just a woman who able to stand up for herself. Her mantra is, and keep saying this, don't come for me unless I send for you. What part of that you don't understand, Brittany? And why are you on the Housewives if you got stuff that you don't want people to know about? Because that is what reality TV is supposed to be about. Reality, your life. If you're not willing to share everything about your life, why are you on there? And people are allowed to go through your life and pull stuff out, especially if you come for them. And that's what she did. And I think it's going to be proven that way. And Bravo is going to be looking really stupid. And they can go ahead with that production all they want to. I will not be watching. I will not be watching that. And I had said that I was going to cover that for my channel. Every episode I was going to come on and talk about the episode. I'm not doing that. I'm going to find something else. Maybe 90 Day Fiance or something like that. Cover that. But I cannot do Love Island. I can't suffer through that nonsense for nobody. But I wanted to start it. Since this channel is new, I wanted to start with the Real Housewives of Atlanta because that used to be my jam. I used to watch the Real House of Atlanta. Then I stopped. And now they done got rid of Kenya. And I'm pissed about it. Anyway. All right. We also I want to talk about Paris Jackson. It's been 15 years since our beloved Michael passed away, and his son, here he is, Prince. He he commented on his dad. He paid tribute to his father, and let's read a little bit about it. It said Prince Jackson pays tribute to father Michael Jackson on 15th year death anniversary. Prince Jackson remembers his father on the 15th anniversary of his death. The world felt better with you in it. Now that's the truth. That's the truth. I love Michael. I try not to like Michael a lot, especially when he lost his mind, with his behavior. But then after Michael died, you kind of was able to piece together why he was behaving the way he was. Especially with those kids, he hid their face. That was a big thing. He hid their face. He hid their face, but he hid their face because so they could go out in public without him and do normal things because people didn't know how they looked. It made sense. It made sense. And all the stuff that they accused Michael Jackson of, I do not believe any of it. Okay, I'm a psychotherapist. And when they went into Michael Jackson's house and found nothing, that because they was accusing him of being a pedo, okay, and they wanted to go in there and see if they was gonna find Kitty pedo P. but they ain't found nothing. Only thing they found was a book, a art book that somebody had gifted him. They had small children in it. That's it. They went all through his bedroom. They went everywhere, and they found some pee. You know what? But it was of women, women of age, of legal age. They found that. What man? That's usual. But they still went ahead with that trial. And as a therapist, as a psychotherapist, I knew right then that Michael did not do that. How did I know? How did I know? Because we are our true selves when we think no one is watching. When they didn't find anything in his bedroom, I knew then. Because in the sanctity of your bedroom, and they said you would have to be buzzed in, all kinds of stuff. You just couldn't walk into his bedroom. Okay. So he was very secure in doing whatever he wanted to do up in there. If he wanted to, have pedo videos or make pedo videos with, the kids that come to Neverland, um, the house, he could have had that. He could have had racks after racks after racks of that because he felt that he was safe within his home. He had no idea that they were going to raid his home. And then they went in there and found nothing, nothing. And I said, then. And that's when I became I supported him in that trial and was so happy that he was acquitted because he was not guilty. He was not guilty. So the world is not, it is, we miss him. We do. The world the world felt better when he was in it. This is what he said. He said, Prince Jackson, 27 years old, took to his Instagram on Tuesday and paid tribute to his late father, Michael Jackson, on the 15th anniversary of his death. Let's see. Prince shared an image of Michael surrounded by a crowd during his performance of Heal the World for the 1993 Super Bowl halftime show at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Miss you, Pops, he wrote. The world felt better with you in it. I know what he's saying. I know exactly what he's saying. Michael has three children. He has Paris, 27, who shared with his ex-wife, Debbie Rose, 65, and his youngest child, BG, formerly known as Blanket, and Jackson is 22, whose biological mother was Michael Jackson's surrogate, whose identity remains unknown to the public. The Post also played audio from the 1985 charity single We Are the World by U.S. for Africa, the group of several musicians, including Michael, who co wrote it with Lionel Richie. Yeah, yeah, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, my dog here. Michael Jackson, yeah, 15 years. Okay, and I also wanted, I did a story about Bubbles, his monkey, yesterday. His monkey turned 40, and he's in a animal reserve down in Florida, living his best life. They say he is 100 and I think 60 pounds, and he's supposed to be like 120 or something like that. They were joking on TMZ Live that Bubbles needed Ozempic. It's so nice to know he's still doing good and he's still alive and everything. And so I want to do an update from a story I did yesterday about Britney Spears. I had said that, it was a buzz out there that she was her and her children was doing better. They were talking to one another and um, just doing better. Well, Federline, Kevin Federline made sure that everybody didn't straighten that out. It says, okay. And here's a picture of Brittany and her children. Okay. Okay. It says no reconciliation with sons. Mother Day call, but that's it. There. It says. Hold on. It says stories that surfaced that 18-year-old Sean Preston and 17-year-old Jaden James have seen their mom has been communicating and has been communicating for months. Sources with direct knowledge beg to differ. We're told that the kids had had no convo with Brittany on Mother's Day, but on Mother's Day, and that was it. As for Brittany visiting her kids when she traveled to Hawaii several times a year, we're told that's not true. The kids have not seen her in nearly 3 years. I just feel so sorry for Brittany. Our sources say the kids have not permanently ruled out reconciliation, but as one source put it, years are abhorrent behavior and troubling conduct can't easily be erased. Source added, "There's no evidence that things have gotten better." You know, Kevin Federline is a horrible person. I'll put it that way. That he would foster this separation between Brittany and her boys. I'm not saying Brittany hadn't acted in a way that would embarrass these boys, but Brittany is a victim in this. She's a victim of her family, and she's a victim, well, of her mom, her dad, her sister. She's a victim of this Kevin Federline. She is a victim. I truly believe that Brittany never started out having a mental illness. That they used her erratic behavior, which actually wasn't erratic, it was just responding to the craziness that was going on around her. And they used that in order to foster this false narrative that she had a mental illness. And then they put her in a 72-hour hold. They put her on these powerful psychotropics and locked her up against her will, continued to watch her and put her under surveillance. All of that is the recipe of driving a sane person insane. They tagged her with a mental health diagnosis. To me, Brittany was just behaving like a 20-year old, or the way 20-year olds. Because she was in her early 20s when she first got on. Her daddy pulled that trick on her about the conservatorship. So I feel real bad for Brittany. I do. I feel that she has been wronged and failed her whole life. She has been used as a cash cow for that family, and they cared nothing more for her except her pockets and her ability to make money. Her dad and her mother should be ashamed of themselves for allowing all this to go down. And when Brittany went to court for those boys, they went against her in order for Kevin Federline, who is not the most upright and and person. So if they had a went to court and said we will take care of the kids, I'm sure that they would have gave them to the grandparents instead of him, because he was unknown. I'm not gonna say, but he was not the most upstanding person in the world, and he had a whole nother family. with Shar Jackson. No, it was it Shar Jackson. I think her name is Shar Jackson. So I feel for Brittany. I really do. And now she's surrounded by people that she pays. She don't have anybody who really just love her and support her for her, her blood. It's sad. It's sad. And and her boys are against her because that Kevin Federline, what a joke he is. And one day those boys are gonna regret that. And they said when the boys did come and see Brittany, they would treat her so horribly and so disrespectful. That's what he taught them to do. I feel for Brittany. I ride hard for Brittany. I do because I feel so bad for her. Moving on. It's time for our stupid people doing stupid stuff segment. And this is the lady in which I'm talking about. She's not the stupid person. The stupid thing was done to her. Did you see it? Make sure I get it. Okay. It said woman wins civil rape, Ray, Ray case against therapist claiming his penis is like a laser beam to burn up trauma. And let me read that again. Woman wins civil ape case against therapist claiming his penis is like a laser beam to burn up trauma. A London woman is speaking out after 8-year battle for justice following traumatic therapy session she claims turned into a sexual, a and a ape, you know what I'm trying to say. Trying to do it right, so I won't. The algorithm is crazy with these words. A case local authorities drop without charges. It's a she claimed her claims turned into okay, I said that. It said insists that he uses sexual pena as a therapeutic technique. Michael Lasada maintained that he did nothing wrong. However, his former client, Ella Jana, has just won a civil suit against him alleging SA to the tune of more than £200,000 in damages. According to Jaha, she was aped by Lasada, 57, at his clinic in the London community of Breza Park in August 2016 and paid $750 per session. She told the court that she went to see him professionally after suffering panic attacks during congenital due to a childhood abuse. All right, so she couldn't have she would suffer a panic attack when she would get intimate with, within her relationships because of childhood trauma and abuse. And that's why she went to him originally. In documents filed with her suit, the victim claimed that the doctor, I'll just say that, told her that his penis was like a laser beam that could burn up trauma and that he should use it to absorb the trauma. She must have been in a bad way if she believed that. I don't know who is the stupid one in the story. I was saying the stupid guy the stupid one was the one that did it to her. But she had to be pretty stupid to believe that one. And she looks like an intelligent woman. The claimant case, let's see, despite Lasada claiming that it was a consensual sexual, the complainant's attorney Nina Ross said that the claimant's case is that she did not consent to the S Act. The argument was that at the time of the alleged assault, she did not have the mental capacity to consent. The barrister went on to argue, nor did she have the freedom to consent due to the power dynamic inherent in the therapeutic relationship, nor did she have all the information she needed to consent because he gave her no warning. She further stated that at no time was the doctor's stance about the incidents changed from the moment it happened, to the plaintiff. From the moment it happened until her day in court, she has thought that the incident was ape. Her story has never changed. She must have been, I don't know. Childhood trauma does not take away your power of understanding, discernment, common sense. I mean, it seemed just so far fetched to me that she would think that when he said that was part of the therapeutic process. It is so dumb to me on both sides. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to have compassion for her, but mm, his penis is a laser beam to trauma. She believed that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this story. I know it's stupid people doing stupid stuff, but I think both of them are stupid. Tell me what you think in the comments. All right, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Coffee and the Tea. See you next time.